Hey guys, welcome back to, of course, another polygel nail design set. And welcome if you guys are new. But this set here stole my heart. Like, they was everything. They just matched my personality down to a T. Bright, bold, beautiful. Like, look how detailed the bears were. But for this set, these were the polygels that I used. And the video is fairly short, so we're going to just kind of focus on this one finger. All of them was, the application was the same for all of them. It was just a different color. All right, so we just starting out with a thin layer of clear polygel. Now, let me say, I always recommend this polygel because it is crystal clear. Like, I don't get bubbles in it. It's very clear, don't yellow. It's just really good to show whatever it is that you're encapsulating. With that being said, this polygel is not the easiest to work with. It is a bit on the stickier side, and if you use too much alcohol or slip, it will tend to get gooky, like the polygel will start to separate. So it is not my favorite to use when it comes down to application, but I will always choose that one first because it is super clear. Okay, so for this one, we going in with these pink hearts. I got these hearts from AliExpress. I will put them in the description. They do have a variety of colors. I've been using the same package of these hearts for the last 3 years. But all I'm doing is just putting them hearts onto that nail. I'm not putting them in any specific order. Specific order or anything of that nature. My main thing was I was mostly trying to cover my free edge. Like, I have a dark line. And so I was really trying to make sure my natural nail, that free edge, was fully covered. But after I get all of those hearts on there, just filling in all of those little gaps. And then I kind of just wet my brush a little bit and then smash them hearts down into that polygel. Just to make sure they are secured very well and I don't have to worry about them flying off anywhere. Okay, I did that for all of the colors on all of the nails. Now I'm going to go in again with that clear, squeeze it out. And it was a little difficult to squeeze out. I do say that. But again, I'm still going to always recommend that polygel just on the strength of it being so clear. Okay, so take that. And here's another thing too, because someone was telling me how they don't quite understand how encapsulation work or they struggle with it. Just look at it as a sandwich. That's how I look at it. The first layer of clear is my first slice of bread. The hearts will be like my cheese. And then the last layer of clear will be my top piece of bread. So just make it like a sandwich. If you just kind of think of it like a sandwich, boom. That's how encapsulation works. But okay, so putting that clear on there, I did cure it. I did it for all of them. Now I'm going to take a paper towel with a lot of alcohol and wipe off that sticky layer. I am going to go in and file in a second. You guys will see that. But I do like to make sure I get all of that sticky layer off before I do any filing. It just helps keep that file clean. And it just helps with the filing altogether. Okay, so after wiping it off, I'm going to take that thin wood hand file, again, AliExpress, and just clean up that straight edge. I was about to go in with some glitter, and I have said this many times before. When I do color blocking with glitter, I always try to make sure the solid color is nice and clean so that the glitter will look clean, if that makes sense. So I just like to file it when I'm going to use glitter. Boom. All right, wipe all that extra dust off. And then I'm going to take this glitter here from Morvan. I do not remember the color or the number right off top, but it was a gold. Now, the reason I went with this gold, when I first put it on this pink nail, I was looking at it like, I wasn't too sure about it. But the bears had gold bows, and so that was the reason why I went with the gold. But put it on there. And then this here is a cake decorating tool. And I got it from my local Dollar Tree or whatnot. But I used that way I didn't have to file those glitter strips after. Like, that helped to make sure that strip was nice and straight. This polygel here, I don't even know how to pronounce it. So it's like Homost or Hummus or something. I don't know. I got them from Amazon like 3 years ago. Still using them. Absolutely love them. They like shimmers. Now, they don't have those on Amazon anymore. But there is, not Amazon. What is that? Makartt. They have a shimmer kit that's fairly similar to this. In fact, I don't even know if Makartt still sell that kit anymore. But look, I'm just finishing up the nail with this pink color. And again, each finger had a different color. And so each finger had a different tube of polygel, if that makes sense. All right, y'all. I know I kind of like trailed off for a minute because I kind of looked over out the window and it's snowing over here. Like the snow is so beautiful when it first fall. I hate when you got to clean it up, but it's very pretty when it first fall. But all right, so back to this. I'm just going here and clean it up, making it clean up my sides so I can have a good shape. That way I didn't have a lot of filing to do. After that, gave that a cure and did all of the nails the same. Now, again, this was the other kit that Makartt, so this is the kit that Makartt sells that is a shimmer that is very similar to that other brand of polygel. But again, I'm not sure if they sell it on Amazon or not. Okay, so the reason I left this thumb in here, because I wanted to show you guys, like, although I do my 4 fingers long, I do my thumb super short, but any design that I do on my 4 fingers, I can still do that same design. Although the nail is a lot shorter, I can still get that same design on a shorter nail. So, okay, so going here, doing that finishing up that little application or whatnot. Just patting it on it, making sure it's connected to that gold. Not a whole lot to it. It's the same steps as all of the rest of them. Cure them. Okay. Now, after that, we're going to remove those forms. This is one of my favorite parts when it comes down to application. I'm always blown away by which colors did fully cure and which colors didn't. So the only ones, all of them was a little tacky on the underside, but the Makartt ones, the yellow one and the blue one, those was the two that were the most uncured on the underside. Now listen, I had went to the dentist, I think like 5 days ago or something like that, about a week ago, and I didn't have these particular nails on, but I had some nails on, and my dentist was a little blown, was shocked by my nails or whatnot, and she asked me to turn my hand over. And so I always knew that day would come one day. So I always make sure I clean my underside, because I just always felt like somebody was going to ask me to turn my hand over to see that underside of my nails. So make sure y'all just clean your underside up good. All right, cured that. Now I'm just going to wipe off all of that sticky layer. And there are the nails. Now, it wasn't a whole lot to file with these. So the majority of my filing consists of using a fine bit. This is a long burl comb bit. Got that from AliExpress. Then they do sell them on Amazon, but they like $20 a bit on Amazon. They more like $7 on AliExpress. Don't forget to hand file. I never ever skip this step. Now I may skip out on different bits, but I always make sure I go in and do a good hand file and look at that nail from different angles just to make sure it looks great. Here are the nails after I finished all of the filing. They was cute like that, and I was kind of deciding if I wanted to go matte or not, but we're going glossy. Now this here, I'm just taking a little protein bond and going around my cuticles. This does not serve a purpose for the nail. This is not a must step. I do this just to get that crusty, ashy look up out of my cuticles. I don't use cuticle oil, and I do not like my top coat to flood back into my cuticles. So I'll use this protein bond just to get that little ashy, crusty look out of it. After that, we're going to go in, of course, with Vanillisa top coat. A nice little thin layer. Actually, you know what? My layer wasn't as thin as I usually do. I did go a little bit thicker just to make sure that bear would stick to that nail pretty well, because I didn't want to lose them. Just a nice little layer. Slowly taking my time around my cuticle area, and then I just blend the two beads together. After doing so, wiping off that extra that's seeped down on the sides and on the underside and tip. And then we're just going to take that beautiful pink bear. Like, they was like roses. I don't know if you guys seen them, but them Valentine's Day bears that was like made out of roses. I think it was like last year or the year before that. And that is what these bears look like. They was like bears made out of roses, and they had these cute little gold bows. And I got them from AliExpress. They came 8 in the pack. I am seeing them now 10 in the pack. But or you can get them separate. But here are the nails. They are so beautiful. Thank you guys for taking out the time to watch my videos. Like, just look at them little bears. They were heavy, but they were cute. But I'll talk to you guys in the next video.